welcome back to another episode of Well, This Happened, the show that allows you to be the career coach. Let's check out what this week's scenario is. This week's story comes from Cam. Cam writes, I've recently witnessed a very unprofessional practice and I'm unsure of what to do. We're hiring a new entry-level position at our company. One of our hiring managers has been conducting interviews and giving us basic updates as to whether the person was a good fit or not after they leave the office. The other day, the hiring manager proceeded to loudly make fun of a candidate who had just left. The young man he interviewed had shared with him that he was on the autism spectrum, and the hiring manager was holding it against him and joking with others in the office about how awkward he was during the interview, etc. This really got under my skin. I then looked this up in our employee handbook, and this is breaking our code of conduct. And anyone that witnesses something like this and doesn't report it can also be held accountable. How do I go about addressing this? I'm not in a management position, but I've been at the company for a few years. I don't want to jeopardize my job, but this kind of behavior cannot stand. Wow, unprofessional is an understatement with this one. I'm glad you want to speak up about this, Cam. Now let's see what options Cam has on how he can address this at his organization. So we have option A, which is to address it with this hiring manager in person, in private. Then we have option B, which is to go to your coworkers and ask them to back you up, and then you all go confront the hiring manager together. Then we've got option C, which is to submit an anonymous complaint to HR about what you witnessed. Lastly, that brings us to option D, which is to go to someone in upper management. They need to know what kind of behavior is going on in this organization. So, what do you think? What should Cam do in this situation? Comment down below with what you think is the right answer, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. That way you'll get entered to win our giveaway later on this week. Do you have a crazy job search or workplace story that you want featured on Well, This Happened? Be sure to email us at support@workitdaily.com. Don't forget to tune in later this week for The Answer with JT, and until then, if you want to win, you've got to work it daily.